Are you living your true self or are you wearing a mask? What do I mean by this? This is a question that stems from when I was studying to be a psychotherapist 25 years ago. I came across this or studied the work of a psychoanalyst called Donald Winnicott, whose work is amazing. And he has this concept of the true self and what he calls the false self, the masked self. And the more I started to study this, the more it resonated with me. And I want to share it with you today so that you can have a little bit of an understanding of what this terminology means. But more than that, to start to just look at your own life a little bit and start to see, where are you living your true self and where might you be wearing a mask? And how to actually navigate that. So a little bit of the background of him. He describes the true self as being the source of all of our spontaneity and our creativity and our aliveness and our joy. So obviously that's what we want to be, isn't it? And he talks a lot about this being developed in childhood. So when we're small, the true self develops when our parents or our caregivers respond to us in very reassuring ways when we're just being who we are. So we're just being who we are, we have our emotions, we express who we are, and that is all responded to in a really reassuring way. And we learn, I can just be me. I can just be me, and I'll be loved, and I'll be accepted, and I'll be safe. And off you go with this true self kind of trajectory in your life. Now, obviously, what happens with most of us, we come from, parents who have had their own wounding, school teachers who have had their own wounding, so on and so on. And there may be situations in your household where growing up it felt unsafe. There may have been substance abuse. There could be all sorts of things that different people grow up with. And what can happen as a little one, there can be this sense that by being you, it doesn't feel safe. Okay, it might be that dad's a drinker and you don't know when he's coming home at night, if you're going to go out and just sort of, be who you are and share your day, you're going to get yelled at. So you start to put on a bit of a mask when you need to. You learn this to be safe, and you learn this to maybe be loved. You learn this to be accepted, and it'll be a different story for each of us. But it's like you start to learn to tiptoe around, who do you need to be in order to be loved, safe, accepted? And you become very sensitive to other people, very empathic, actually, very open to energy and reading situations, which is a gift, because it allows you to keep your true self safely tucked away. And this, what he calls the false self, which is the masked self, you can put on a mask of behavior. That's really what it is, a mask of behavior to be able to navigate the world. Typically, when this starts as a child, you start to grow up keeping this pattern where you keep learning, this is the mask I need to wear at school. This is the mask I need to wear with this person. This is the mask I need to wear in this relationship, because you're always like, who do I need to be loved, to be safe, to be accepted? The danger is that as you get older and older and older, and all of these masks, this false self begins to develop, we can actually forget who the true self even is. That source of spontaneity, creativity, aliveness, joy actually gets so pushed in the background that we don't even know who that is anymore. We become the masked self. We start to live the false self. And ironically, people who do this tend to grow up and lead very successful lives. And this is where it can get confusing, because you're actually being able to navigate all of these different ways. So you can people grow up and get married, have their own families, build successful businesses, because they're able to dance the way they need to in every given situation. But this is what happens. This is, I think, what they call the midlife crisis. There comes a point when if you're in the masked self, you wake up and it's like, why am I doing all of this? I feel dead inside. And this is how Donald Winnicott describes it. There's a feeling of deadness. The aliveness isn't there. And the goal at that point is to start to realize, where have I been wearing these masks? How to pull back the false self to come all the way home to the true self that lives inside. And this is at the core of what we do in chakra dance. Because it's unconscious. We've lost sight. We've lost conscious connection with our true self. So yes, we work with different chakras, all of the chakras, to start to unravel layer by layer, mask by mask, for them to fall away, to take the masks off, and to consciously start to wake up to who we really are. And it's being grateful for the mask. It's not like you look back and go, oh, can't believe I did that. The masks keep us safe. But we get to a point in life as a grown-up that we can keep ourselves safe. We don't need them anymore. We really don't need them anymore. And if we want to go out and have genuine, intimate connections that are real, that are raw, that are vulnerable, that are true, if we want to really live our truth, you can hear my throat going as I talk about this, because it is very much a truth throat expression. The throat is where we sing the song of our soul out to the world. And this comes from the true self. We work with all of the chakras, but it expresses through the throat. And this is the goal of our adult life, is to be true, to be expressing our truth from that true self. So I'm sharing this just not to scare you, but to just for you to reflect and have a look. And just start to look as an adult. And can you see any areas to start with where you're not living your true self, where you know you're wearing a mask? And tuning in, do you feel alive? Is your creativity flooding over, bubbling out? Is there joy in your life? Because these are the signs to look for. And if not, set an intention. I'm going to find my true self. I'm going to find my true self, and allow your intuition to lead you back there. Find your creativity. I hope this serves you. I feel like this is a gift in life that we all need to give to ourselves. So I hope this serves you, and I send you many, many blessings.